Hello, my name is Les Oakley and I'm the president of Oakley Air Systems, and I'd like to talk to you about a product that I feel very strongly about, a product I believe belongs in every home, and that is a very unique filter for your home furnace air conditioning and heating system. I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm a mechanical engineer and I've worked designing and testing filtration systems for the last 25 years. I've tested and designed systems for nuclear power plants, for bioterrorism test facilities, for laboratories, hospitals, universities, and I have noticed in my years in this business that the filters in a person's own home, what's offered now in the big box stores, is severely lacking. I'd like to talk to you about a unique product that we have that solves the problems that I've found with your home filters. Now, the first job of a filter is to actually capture the particles that float through your air. Now, those particles vary in sizes very much from, say, 0.3 micron up to 200, 300 micron. To give you an idea, a micron is about the diameter of a human hair. So you see that some of the particles are very small. Now, our filters are unique in that they have a graduated density. And what that means is the weave of the material at the front of the filter is wider, more open than the weave at the back of the filter. Now, this is important because it allows you to hold more but also be more efficient. What happens is the larger particles are captured on the front and the very smaller ones drift by it and are captured on the back. So the whole depth of the filter is used. Typical furnace filters, which are pleated or panel filters, they have one area in the front, and when a particle hits it, it plugs it up. So the life of the filters can't be as good as ours because there's just not as much area for the particles to be captured. The other thing we do to our filters that make them more efficient is we apply a tackifier to the front layer. What that does is the larger particles will hit it and they'll be lodged, and they will not migrate through and plug up the smaller ones. So once the particle hits our filter, it is captured. Now, the other thing we do to our filters is we treat them with an antimicrobial. Now, this is an antimicrobial that I became familiar with in hospitals, and they're used to prevent contamination between rooms. So it actually is coated on the filter. It doesn't off-gas or pass into your ductwork. It's a powder that stays on your filter. But when the particles come in contact, whether it's anything microbial, whether it be bacteria, mold, mildew, viruses, once they're in touch or contact with this antimicrobial treatment, it kills them on the spot. Now, most people don't realize that there's another issue related to that. That issue is 95% of your air is recirculated. That means 95% of your air you breathe over and over and over again. Well, if you don't treat that air, then if you've got a virus, someone with a cold or a flu, or you've got mold in your ductwork, or you've got something being generated in your trash or wherever the source, it's going to keep concentrating and get higher and higher because you're not stopping it at the filter and you're not killing it at the filter. So our filters take care of that issue as well. Once it's lodged, we take care of it, and as a bonus, the person that removes the filter is not in contact with all those live viruses. When he takes that filter out, he's taking a filter that's very safe to handle and just disposing it in regular trash. So that's a big bonus and big difference in our filter system. Now, third issue with most filters are the filters have cardboard edges that hold the material in place. You've seen it on all the pleated filters. They They're just either cardboard. Some are out of plastic, but most of them are out of a stiff cardboard. When you take that and put it in the register, the return register for your air conditioning system or heating system, then that edge is very hard against metal. And as you can imagine, when you start trying to pull air through it, a lot of it's going to go around it. Because you think about a particle that's a tenth of the size of the diameter of a human hair, it's going to move right around that edge and just go into your air, and it's going to be recirculated over and over again. Our filters have what's called a shoveled edge, and it's a synthetic edge to our filter where when you put it in the register, it seals in and there's no bypass. So as much as 20% of your air goes unfiltered because it's just bypassing the filter. We guarantee that all of the air has to pass through our filters. Now, one of the problems that filters have are not necessarily the filters, it's the people that have to replace the filters. Most of us just don't know when to replace the filters. The filter manufacturers do recommend when to change the filters. Some of them are monthly, some of them are every 2 or 3 months. I can tell you that those that are required every 3 months, by the time you replace that filter, the load on your fan for your air conditioner is so heavy that there's hardly anything passing through it, and that fan may have to run 3 and 4 times as long as it's necessary just to satisfy the temperature requirements in your house. And that tells you how much energy it's using. Our filters are guaranteed to last 3 months, and at the end of the 3 months, the resistance or the pressure it takes to move the air through our filter is still lower than one of the new filters that you would buy from a big box store. So that saves you energy because the air conditioning and heating requirements are satisfied more quickly, but also it tells you that at 3 months that you can replace your filter and you don't have to worry about the frequency. The last issue is, now that you know when to change your filters, will you change your filters? People still forget to change them. And that's probably one of the biggest issues with everybody, is they forget to change their filters. Now, not only do they forget, it's kind of a pain to go buy filters because you'll write a little note down on the sizes, or you have to look for the size somewhere and you're not real sure of it. You might take an old filter with you. But we offer a program that takes all that question away. It takes the worries away. It's called Auto Ship. And what we do is we record your filter sizes when you first sign up, and we know every 3 months what size and when to send it to you. The price of the filters include shipping, so you'll find out that our filters are less expensive than the big box stores when you consider the energy savings, the frequency with which you have to change them, and not to mention all the other benefits you get. So with us, we ship them to your door at the time you need them. You know when the filters come, that's the time to change your filters. So you don't extend it 2 or 3 months past, or you don't change them 2 or 3 months early. So that's a very valuable service that we offer that we hope you'll take advantage of. Now that you've heard about our product, we feel very strongly that our product is the highest quality filter, the most cost-effective filter, and the safest and healthiest filter for everyone's home. So every home should have one of these filters in each one of its return registers.